Hi, good morning everyone. It's the 28th of September. ES has been pushing down further after breaking this blue bear flag, this sideways rectangle. You can see it was broken yesterday. And the red bottom man doesn't hold, as I have mentioned yesterday. This was the last chance for a rally to start, and it is now being broken. So it's not really holding, as clear as that. And this June low has been taken out. The only chance that ES has now is the blue bottom band. So that is way down. That's another, well, 200, no, less than 200. It's 3,480. That's the level where maybe we will see this huge bull flag formation. So this is December last year, right? This is January last year, excuse me, this year. And well, it's going to be almost 10 months now. So while we get there, I guess it's going to be 10 months already. So maybe this 10-month bull flag may form to save the bullish case. That is, if this is a huge correction that is going sideways, and then maybe that, but it's unlikely by the look of it. But we never know. We have to cross that bridge when we get there. So that the same bull flag is much more closer for Dow Jones. This is again end of December, beginning of January. Look here, that is, I think, end of December, this one. No, again, 4th of January. Okay, so that's also just beginning of January. Same day they have topped. And if the golden bottom band holds, then this could turn into a major rally. But of course, the break of the green bottom band, and now the black bottom band is going to get tested. So I can play with the slope of the black channel. Actually, it could be further down, but you can see here it is getting closer to the black and golden at around 28,500. So the level is, well, 28,600, 630-ish. That's where I think the golden and black double support would meet. That's a kind of a confluence of a potential double support. I'm not saying it is a support, but it's the whole market is in crash mode, as you can see here. It's further coming down with US dollar strength. NASDAQ had already broken the red big channel, and it had broken the black downwards channel here. Excuse me, back tested twice, and finally it broke this blue support, 1, 2, 3, and it back tested that, and it came down further. So from there it's almost like 11,400. It's over 240 pounds down, points down. Where do we go from here? I think the green bottom man is the ultimate support level. That is at 10,000. So that's another 10% down. Obviously, nobody knows whether we get there or not. But do we have any horizontal supports? I mean, you can see the June low hasn't been breached yet, but I wouldn't hold my breath for that. There is some support right here that is going to be tested right there. It's at 10,930-ish, 10,900-ish, yeah. So that's 800 or 800. So that's the band. So this is where when it gets there, could be a little bit of a bounce there. But yeah, all in all, it's looking quite horrible for the bullish case, and that the purple support is going to be tested. This is the breakout, and now Russell is going to back test that purple support, and if it goes through, and there is a chance that it's going to slice through, then the black bottom band is the next potential support. Okay, And of course, this was the break after the COVID crash. So it's going to be back testing that level. And yeah, it may hold and we may see another big bounce. But right now, everything looks very doom and gloom. Blue bottom band didn't hold, as I said. I think the blue very bottom band on FTSE maybe the next target. And actually the golden support you can see here, right there, that golden internal support is going to get tested. The green internal support will be tested. So there's quite a few potential support levels, but it's basically fear right now that is driving this market, and the volatility is going berserk. DAX, similarly, that purple broken support was back tested at just over 12,400, and I thought it would come here, so I was being a bit stingy with my entry. I should have shorted there, because then, you know, it came down and it broke that blue bear flag, and you can see after that bear flag what happened. It fell another 250, so this is a huge drawdown. Excuse me, a huge downswing, and the red bottom band right here is a potential major support. I mean, if it holds, obviously. This is a waterfall right now, so it's hard to say whether this can hold. Let's say the next also potential support could be this green one, that in green internal, or ultimately that green bottom band, which is way down. That is 10,500-ish. So to form a bull flag, of course. So on the long term, I'm going to show you right here that red. I mean, this red is different, of course, that red. So that red is way down. So that red is actually around 11,000, this red, if it wants to form a channel to the upside. Okay, so this is a kind of a double-decker channel. It's not impossible, but it's just, I'm putting it there just to give a reference. Or if the green bottom band is the target, as I said, it's about 10,500 points. Oil had already broken that blue declining support, and it back tested it, so it's still coming down. You can see here, this is a back test after the break, and then it came down. As long as it stays below this blue resistance, there is more downside towards 70. We're at 78. On the other hand, Brent has only a few dollars left to touch these supports, the support cluster. That's around $80. So there is one red support which is going to be around, well, it's almost there really. You can see that red one is going to be around 83. The blue and golden is going to be at 79 if they want to be tested. And of course the black and red, like the black one is about 81, 82. So yeah, quite a few very strong support levels. I think between 79 and 82, it's going to stop and it's going to start to rally. Natural gas, I thought it would come up to 725 so that we could short at the golden and blue, you know, double resistance level to test and then come down. But yesterday it failed to get there, and I couldn't enter the short. We may still get there. Actually, it could come all the way to 740. So if it wants to form, let's say, this is entirely speculative, okay? Right, this, I'm going to put this in green color, and then we're going to have a scenario. If the green and red, of course the golden would be broken, but the red and green, they would be around 740. and then come down. Of course, the blue and golden would have been broken. I think the ideal scenario is it rockets today to that double resistance, and that's going to be around what, 720, 7220, and then from there it crashes to 6. So that's the ideal scenario. So I'm gonna maybe move my limit order for natgas short a little bit below 725. I think 720 would be also better. And today is the expiry of the current contract. So we're going to switch to, I think it was December or November, I'm not sure, but check out the contract, the next contract. So gold has been selling off, and we shorted gold right here, right there when it broke that golden and blue supports. I don't like shorting anything, to be honest. I was just discussing with one of the members, and it's just a very negative, it just puts you into a very negative mood where, you know, you want bad things to happen. And I don't like that kind of psychology, but it is what it is at the moment. And it's a bear market on the metals, very much so, because look, gold has broken the purple support, back tested it, and then finally broke that 20-year support, and that is huge. And I hardly can see where this can stop, so I'm going to be watching, of course, for the red bottom band to close the short. Maybe we're going to bounce off the green, come to the green top band, and then come down. So that's 1550. It can easily get there. And meanwhile, silver is getting crushed big time, and you can see it's going to back test the golden support one more time. It's already back testing it, but this is futures continue. So I'm going to show you the futures, silver spot chart, and this golden internal support hasn't been back tested yet, and that level is 1550, or is it? 1 second. Yeah, 1620. Excuse me, 1620. So there is more downside for silver. You can see this black channel. It couldn't break out of the black downwards channel. Okay, the other one was blue, so I'm going to put this in blue. All right. So this blue channel is still in control, and it's still driving silver down. And yeah, I deleted that blue one here because it was faked. Now, the golden, I think 1620 is very possible from here. And if the black bottom band, I mean, if the golden support breaks, then the black bottom band may break too. And that would, well, start a big slide for silver, a huge slide for silver. Platinum, very, very precarious levels for platinum, precarious action. And I showed you this blue downtrend yesterday, and it's top band held, and we had another wave down, and that is exemplary downwards channel. You can see here 1, 2, 3 touches on the top, 2 touches at the bottom, and you can see the the golden support is already gone, and well, it can back test. It can test that 800 or 780 again. And that is going to be the 4th touch on that red support, and that wouldn't be nice actually. So if that one breaks, well, it's going to be horrible. And this here platinum spot chart, that blue support right here. So that was the resistance, was broken, back test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now it's the 6th back test on that blue support right here. The first one was in December 2020. So it has backtested that blue broken resistance. This is the 6th time it's backtesting it. So very, very critical days for platinum, really. I mean, if the red bottom band breaks instead of the red top band, then this could slide to 700, 500, who knows, if it gets back into the blue channel. So things are looking very, very precarious for metals right now. And copper is not very different. It's sliding down, and I reckon there is there is a chance for it to come down all the way to 210. Yeah, right here. So that would be the red bottom band. And of course, if it crashes, that is this, or it would get there in November, obviously, but it has to get there very, very fast. Like this is October, it would get there very fast. In 1 month, it has to crash. Like, actually, not even November. Excuse me. This is going to be, well, yes, 7th of November kind of way. Like if it gets there at the red plus green, and that would give us a huge, of course, a huge chance to buy copper. But at the moment, I don't think it's gonna rally from here. The green top band is, and of course the green bottom band is, the green channel is a speculative one. So I'm not really saying this is gonna form, but it is a kind of a guidance if it wants to get all the way to 210 level. Euro getting crushed big time again, and the blue support is breaking. Wow, look at that. And I'm going to show you now on the daily. So the green bottom band is at what was that? Let me show you here. That green bottom band was at 94.70, and that's just another 80 pips to go. Is it gonna bounce from that level? Very hard to say, but the fact that the blue support is being broken is just yeah, shows how brutal it is becoming now. And you can see here that this golden supports break was the circuit breaker, and look at that. I mean, the fuse snapped, really, not the circuit breaker, but the fuse is gone. And you can see here, this is a kind of a waterfall right now, and there are no bids whatsoever. Look at this, no bids, it's only red, nothing else. And it's right at the blue support, and it's coming closer to the green bottom band. So we'll see whether this can be saved. Pound sterling is exactly the same. It's only selling, no buying. And yeah, the golden bottom band is still there. There is still a sliver of chance for it to get to that red top band at 113.50, and then come back down. So if it wants to recover like a relief rally, that's 113.50, and then from there it's going to come back down again. And US dollar Japanese yen is basically kind of revisiting the previous highs, like 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th time it got to that 145 level. And yeah, we're going to see whether it stalls here and comes down. DXY is of course a rocket ship, and it's coming closer to that red top band. And if the red top band holds, then yes, it's going to be stopped. We may see some relief, but all in all, it's not looking good. I'm going to show you the ZB, which is a 30-year bonds, and the green bottom band is not really holding. That is a huge missed opportunity for a bonds rally. So that, you know, the green top band, the green internal resistance, the green bottom band, and then the green bottom band right here, that's the touch. And it doesn't care about that green bottom band, which is a really big miss, because that if this one, I mean, had this one held, this could have started a rally for at least 1 or 2 years, all the way to maybe not to previous highs, but at least a 50% of the lost ground minimum. But it's not really, it doesn't really care. You can see here, it's not really happening. So we'll see. It is a very doom and gloom TLT lost everything on, I mean, smashed through everything on its way. That red support, 3 touches, the fourth one broke it, and the green, golden, and the blue, nothing stood on its way. So this is now uncharted territory, really. We're going to see whether it can be saved or it would hold anywhere. And ZN is the same. So this is the 2-year note, and the golden, sorry, excuse me, I'm going to show it like this here. The green bottom band is now broken right here. That green bottom band, I may argue that the green bottom band may turn out to be like this. Okay, so that, you know, the red and green are going to be tested right here, and I'm going to show you the level at 108.30. 108.30. That's where it could start. It could find a low, at least to back test the blue. So that blue broken support, you can see how many touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th touch cleared it, and that is a major support break as well. So we're going to see whether this double support holds at 108 something, right? I told you, what was that? 109, 108.20, 108.30. That's the level where it may start a bounce. Okay, we did everything. And now let's have a look at Bitcoin. And now it's selling. It's minus 2% for the day. And it actually can't get to the green top band for a break. Obviously, when everything is selling, Bitcoin is not going to be spared, is it? So that, I mean, Ethereum, it's still at above the green support and below the black resistance. So it's kind of like not really selling, but not really rallying either. So could go both ways, really. Zcash, yeah, it could try to break the black resistance and failed miserably. So that is not really looking good for Zcash either. And Litecoin, and anything else really, everything is in red mode. Okay guys, hope it helps. Take care, and keep in touch. If you have any requests, any chart requests, you're all welcome. Bye.